The little simple Superlite. Love this truck. However, I ordered something off of Amazon about a month ago. Literally, I forgot I even ordered this. But the little belt drive kit, pretty darn cheap. I'm going to get this put on the Superlite and we're going to see if it makes a difference. Take a look. The setup is super simple. There's your belt. There's your, I guess, spur gear you would call it. I really should look up the proper terminology for this. They are like timing pulleys, I guess. A couple set screws and an aluminum drive right here. So we're just simply going to get that put right on. So there are the gears that I'm used to with this truck, and that is a 10-tooth pinion with a 56-tooth spur for a 5.6 to 1 ratio. This is the new belt drive. 13-tooth drive with a 37-tooth spur gear. So that's only a 2.84 to 1 ratio. So in all honesty, more than likely, I'm probably going to go back to the gears just for the gear ratio. I may have something else to put this in though. However, we are going to continue with the install and get this tested out. So there it is. Bolt-in was a piece of cake. It went right in. Now keep in mind when you do a belt drive, you're going to have a constant tension on the motor bearing, especially right out here. You're going to have a lot of load, and right up here it's going to be a constant load. And when you have the pinion and spur on it, you get those loads as well, but they're not constant. And then when this actually pulls, you're going to get more of a load. So this is actually more stressful, in my opinion, for the whole system, the transmission and all that. So we'll have to see. Now also, I do believe this belt, just simply flexing around may actually lose some efficiency as well. So it's something we're just going to have to see. So let's give it a pull real quick. I did have to swap the motor wires because now the motor turns in the opposite direction. If you're running a motor with timing, you might need to think about this a little bit because you're going to have to adjust your timing. If not, the motor won't be happy. Certainly faster. I do got to tell you guys, I only run a 500 milliamp battery. When I first gave this a test, I was just testing it, just to see if it was going to run. And I had the belt tight and it actually pulled so hard, just freewheeling like this right here, that it actually pulled the motor down, or the wires down, the battery down, and actually put it like as if it was thinking it had a dead battery, even though the battery's fully charged. So yeah, so far, I don't know. We'll have to see if it holds up outside. Sounds good. Maybe I just need to give it a little bit of a run, let that belt break in a little bit, and then we'll take it outside and see what it's got. With the gears, let's get a baseline for just how loud it is. Let's listen to that belt nice and close. Oh, it's a lot quieter.
All right, definitely quieter. Let's go and see how fast it is. Oh wow. Yeah, too many amps. You can hear how long it takes the motor to wind up. Just listen to this. Yeah, guarantee you that's pulling way too many amps through that little bitty battery and all that, because when you put something like this together, you've got to have efficiency. Wires aren't too bad yet. Guess we'll continue with the drive, see how long we can go. I love how quiet it is. I think this will be better for a more robust motor, ESC. Well, the ESC is fine, I'm sure, but battery and stuff like that, you know. I really like how quiet it is. You know, one day I'm gonna put a real servo in this thing too. This could be the quietest video ever. Except for the body rub. I can definitely tell I'm giving more throttle input, and that's not good for efficiency at all. I got to keep giving it throttle input. That means everything is under a bind, and it's just not a good thing. Since we're over here, we may as well go ahead and try the nasty. This isn't really my best truck for this particular course. Because it's actually a little bit narrow as opposed to some of the other ones. And narrowness isn't exactly a good thing on this course. And I can still feel that I'm having to give more throttle input than usual. So that's just not a good thing. I love the quietness though. That is beautiful though. Now we got the crack of doom, and sometimes this one does not do so well here. I think I'm out. Yep. Tire comes out of the groove, you're done. And we're gonna go ahead and jump on the gap of death here. See what we can do with this. Oh, that was a piece of cake there. All right.
I think the belt drive is best suited to a truck with a little more motor, a little more battery, maybe a little better wiring, more for that. I love how quiet it is. I really love the quietness of it. But for this truck right here, the way it's built, the way it's wired, I mean, it's got like 20 gauge wires, you know, from a JST plug powering the entire thing. It gives too much drag, too much resistance, and the gearing is just way wrong. I'm driving it and I'm having to give a lot more throttle than what I'm used to. And if you're having to give more throttle to get over something, you're pulling, you're pulling more amps to get the same job done. About what, 2.6 to 1 or so versus 5.6 to 1. So yeah, pretty big deal. And when I took off on the ground, you heard it just ramp up for a while. Yeah, that's not good. You need, for like a crawler or a scaler, if you pull that trigger, that thing needs to be able to get full RPM, maybe half a second, if not less than that, if not instant. And if it takes more than half a second, 2 seconds, or like what you saw on here, yeah, your gearing is messed up. Now in the Traxxas, you got the first gear and second gear. It's okay for that second gear to take a little longer, but that first gear needs to be right there, just like that. If not, there's something wrong. So this belt system is coming out, and the regular pinion, the 10-tooth pinion gear and 56-tooth spur is going back in. So yeah, I'll find something else. I know I've got something somewhere that I can put this on. So guys, in that description, I will put a link to this belt drive. Like I say, it took about a month. I forgot I ordered the thing until it just showed up. I'm like, ooh, what's this? There we go. All right. I will put a link to that. I'll also put a link to the Proline Predator crawler tires right here, the cheap alloy wheels, the DSM, the Jconcepts body, this carbon chassis, only like $17. Granted, it comes from China, takes a while to get here, but it works out really darn well. So anyway, guys, oh, also that Holmes motor, the 1080 ESC, the 35 kg servo, all that stuff is down below. So check that description, use those links, A-Main, eBay, Red Cat, Amazon. They are affiliate links. Use those links, helps out the channel quite a bit, helps keep me on top of the RC game. So guys, check that description, use those links, make sure you're subscribed, and thank you all for watching. If you guys like what you see, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. If you really, really like what you see, consider clicking on that join button down below. With that, you can actually become a channel member. Members get early viewing of many of the videos and, you know, a little bit more personalized. Guys, thank you all for watching.